What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your breakdown for Stephanie Vaquer, La Primera. I know a lot of people have wanted her in the game this month, so it's exciting that they actually brought her in. Looks like her. I mean, they did a great job on the model, the poster. She is a modern-era chaotic striker, and she's got some links, but just the basic ones. She has a trainer ability, but it's okay, right? Like, it's green moves start with 2 more MP. Black moves that deal damage will deal 75% more damage. So, it's kind of like how they've been doing the move plus gem combination, except this time it's move charge plus move damage combination. Quick note, I do have the moment on her, and she has been added to it. So, for those who are going, there's one more spot, like maybe I said earlier in the month, this moment is awesome. Moves that cause bleed will do 300% more. All color gems do 100% more. And all color moves will do 150% more. So we got a lot to look at with her. First thing we're going to do is the triple black. But you'll notice I've got 2 sets of trainers here. Let's see. I need to move this up 1. And then my webcam down 1. There we go. We've got 2 sets of trainers on here because, well, you'll see on this one. Your move is the triple black. 2 5 MP black moves. The atomic drop. Deal damage, little amount. And then deal 4 million in bleed damage to your opponent. I like the bleed moves. And the reversal, if the opponent's move increase their move damage, you deal damage and make 35 random gems and power gems of strength 430k. Then you've got the springboard crossbody. You choose a 5x1 area to swap into black, which is going to load the finisher on that, which should also trigger the bleed again if you do it right to match to get back to the 5, right? You're just don't cascade, and you've got your bleed move loaded, so you get to do that twice. And then deal 1.75 million damage. That's a big number for some move damage. And choose 2 rows to make into power gems of strength 430. So you've got 3 different sources of damage already. You've got your move damage. You could go all in on move damage black. You've got bleed damage, which you're triggering twice, so we'll get that number going. And then you've got, of course, the Devil's Kiss. Finisher, deal again 1.75 million damage, so worth looking at move damage as well. And choose a 7x1 area to swap into black gems, which will trigger the power gems. The pin will trigger the bleed, and you're pinning and then dealing damage and choosing a 7x1 area to swap into black again. So you're doing double the bleed, double the power gem hit. That is the big thing with this moveset. I think this is really cool. On the entourage, you can see above, there's 2 routes. You've got power gems or you've got bleed. We're going to look at bleed first. You've got Apollo, but if you don't have him, don't worry. Big Boss Man, 75%. There's a few bleed. Seth Rollins, there's some others in there, right? But you just need bleed to do more damage. This is 200%. Then I don't have him on my personal account, but Ray Phoenix does 100% more damage, and King Woods does 50%. So if you don't have, instead of 200, you'll have 75%. Instead of 100, you can use Kairi Sane for 40%, King Woods 50%, so on and so forth. So now you're doing 18 million bleed, but that's before the moment kicks in, which is another 300%. So you're already guaranteed to do almost 60 million damage just in bleed, plus you've got the power gems, plus the move damage, right? So there's a lot going on. On the strap, there's not really anything I would recommend here. So what I would probably do is just go straight into a move damage strap. I'll just put the 100 on here. If you're going to use the bleed set, the move damage makes the most sense because you're buffing your black moves. And then look at that. We've got a 200% black move strap. I know it's not in that picture above, but you see what I'm saying. And we're going to go up against Jade Cargill, as we always do. And let me just say, I love Jade in real life. I think she's coming along. She's doing her thing. Like, she's got the presence. She's got the power. But Stephanie Vaquer is already there. She's got everything she needs to be a top star. So we are going to, because 99 MP only lasts for a couple days for her. We're going to throw down the bleed. And look, we are doing, it says 30 million bleed for 3 turns. So that's already 90 million before we do anything else. Do you need anything else? I don't think so. Then we've got power gems, 430k. Again, you could adjust those. Boom, boom. Flattened. We're going to swap a 5x1 area. So keep in mind, you don't want to cascade. So like, for example, how there's that green right there. I would maybe avoid that. Just so as much as possible, you don't cascade. And guess what? Now you make 2 rows into power gems, and you run your moveset a second time. So now we're not doing 90 million, we're doing 180 million bleed damage. Plus, we're going to throw down another set of power gems by just saying, no, we don't want to throw down black, we just want the power gems. There we go. And now our power gems without any buffs, 430k, but we have 4 rows of them. And then we do our finisher. 1.75 million has been turned to 10 million damage, and then 6 million. So you got 16 more million plus a 7x1 area into black gems. We're going to do the top row. I'm glad they put that move in there. It's so fun. All right, so that hits, which triggers the power gems. She's already gone. This triggers again, which triggers the power gems. She's already gone. And the bleed damage didn't even have to hit. Like, we didn't even need the bleed damage to hit 75 million. And the bleed damage is doing 180 million damage. So, best female in the game, I don't know. Certainly my favorite already. And we're just getting started. Now, again, you can run that back with power gems. What is on my arm? Nice. There's a feather on my arm. You can run it back with power gem buff. Absolutely would do the same basic thing. Either way, they're going to be gone before you're finished with your move set. So that's number 1. I'm already in love with this move set. So yeah, let's check out something else. Our second move set is from triple black to triple blue. 5 MP all the way across the board, which is nice. You just need 1 trainer. The headbutt, 5 MP, blue, deal damage. Modify a 7x5 random area into cross break gems. The running leg drop, deal damage plus bonus damage for every cross break gem. I always say it, but those tend not to hold up long term. However, you do also then deal damage and increase your blue gem damage by 200% for 1 turn. Then deal 1.5 million damage and make 49 random gems blue. So I'm going off of the gem damage aspect of this, but you could also run the new-ish Kamala plate, which is basically the blue Sheik plate, which would then increase your move damage on each turn. And with this one, you're dealing almost 1 million and then 1.5 million, and you'll have stacked the moves from there. But obviously, I think the gem damage is probably the way to go because that's what I'm showing you. Entourage-wise, Woods will get you loaded. However, Julia, my Julia, does add blue moves start with 2 more MP. So if you have another trainer, and maybe they have them and I just couldn't see them, that does blue moves start with 2 plus crossbreak gem damage, which would be random to have that exact combination again, you could run them and you'd be good to go. But this will get you 100% more crossbreak gem damage. Plus, their turtle, the accessible of the turtles, the one that was the most free other than Michelangelo, does another 60%. And then Andre, and I know I've used him in other videos and people are like, I can't get that guy. He is on the UCC. The UCC is not free. That's the Ultimate Champions Club. But he is the lowest hanging fruit. So like literally if you considered, if you were going to be doing some pulls in a given month and you could afford the UCC, do that, do those pulls. It doesn't take a very long time to get to Andre, but crossbreak gems do 100% more damage, which means you're doing almost 1 million damage for every crossbreak gem. Then, don't forget, you also have the 150% move damage. All color gems do 100% more damage. And on the strap, there's a couple different cross Gem break plates. Keep in mind the Sheamus crown plate is not the right color set for this, so this is probably your best, the star crossed. Whenever you make 8 cross break gems, you make multiply gems of strength 8. And then because you're bluffing your blue gem, you're buffing your blue gem damage, I would also use the blue Royal Rumble if you got one. Whenever you destroy 30 plus gems, generate 30 blue gems at the end of your turn. They've also done the Rainbow Crown a couple times, so if you don't have the blue plate like that, which I don't, or I don't think I do anyway, I do have a Rainbow Crown. Now mine is personally on another character, but she might be worth considering, so just saying. And as always, we're going to destroy Jade Cargill again. Twice in one video, one might say. Or actually more than that. So this one's pretty straightforward. It's going to be loaded turn 1. You don't need to worry about anything. You lay down your 7x5. It's random, which is nice because you don't have to deal with anything. And then it's also going to just randomly throw down your multiply gems. It doesn't matter what color they become or are because they're going to go from there into blue. Now, 900 bonus damage, 900k bonus damage for every crossbreak gem. Watch your health. She's at 74 million. This right here alone, the Hulk Hogan leg drop, interesting choice there, is 31 million. Now we're going to buff our blue gems by 200%, which our blue gems are already doing about 415k each. That's going to go up again. You're going to blow up all the blue gems. You're going to hit those multiply gems. It's the whole board. No matter what you do, it's the whole board. And then you're going to blow up again. So boom and boom. There's the whole board at least twice. 140 million. So, yeah. Not quite as much as the bleed damage set, but this one is much faster. It's click, 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 done. Whereas the bleed damage, I think, is more fun, but it does take a lot of clicking. There's a cascade risk. It's going to take longer. This one just gets the job done. So that's our second move set. It's also very good. Let's see if there's a third that we like. All right, the last set of moves here are ones that I just can't actually recommend. I don't really see where they fit, why they fit, how they fit, but it's your 2 yellow moves, right? We've used triple black, we've used triple blue. That's all the other moves. The 2 MP head scissors takedown, deal damage, heal for 20 million. Yes, there's great application for that. You could do, the move that's not the right one. Hold on. This one that does the 5x1 random area with the power gems, and then set up a break black, get yellow, and you just keep healing endlessly. The kick out, I don't really like kick out moves. They're fine, but you have to be pinned. You're dealing 1 million damage and make 25 random gems into power gems, which, helps kick out. But again, the only real combination with this would be the power gem build or move, 5x1 random area into black, and then deal damage and choose 2 rows to make into power gems. But again, why would you use this when you can just destroy them with this? So I'm not even going to put the graphics up on screen. I'm not making a 3-minute move set for this one because personally I just don't see a use for these. I mean, this is conditionally fine if you need to heal, maybe boss battle setup or something along those lines. But realistically, I'm just going to end them with triple black or triple blue. So I don't have any love for these 2 moves. They're just kind of a waste, but triple black is so amazing. Triple blue is so amazing. I don't care that these moves aren't great. I don't care that she doesn't have a 3rd move set. I really just don't, because she's amazing in here. So thoughts on Stephanie Vaquer? I personally think she's the new best striker in the game. I'd absolutely use her over Nia 100% of the time. She's going to be faster than Nia, especially triple blue. I personally have more fun with triple black, but I totally see those who don't want to do that for feud, etc., etc. She's very similar to Julia's triple black in a lot of ways. So the 2 of them being kind of like the new bleed monster and the bleed devil here are pretty cool. I like that. I mean, I wish bleed were better and more often used, and now we've got two dominant females, so I can put Zombie Bianca in the bin now on my, I wish somebody else used bleed. Now these girls do, and they're both phenomenal. So for me, Triple Black has my heart, but maybe for you, you'd much rather run Triple Blue. Or maybe you are like, Lee, how dare you miss this moveset that includes the yellow? Let me know in the comments section, because I absolutely am willing to be wrong at any time, especially if something's better. But that's my thoughts. I would honestly, I mean, she's probably one of my favorite females in the game, but my goodness, like the new Becky's amazing. The new Mommy's amazing. Naya's amazing. I really, really like, the bird lady that is fighting with Becky. She's pretty good too. I like that moveset. I mean, there's just a lot of really good females in the game at this point, and she is among the best of them. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this to your friend or faction mate, again, who's lucky enough to get her, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.